Hey, g'day traders, Sam here from Trade to Prosper to give you a Solana update and this macro view as well as a short-term view. If you look at my chart, this particular line here, we've got some moving averages as well. This particular line has confluence as resistance, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it makes sense that if we break this line, we'll tend to go up high. And this structure could be a reversal. You can see how I've counted my A, B, C, D, and E. I thought I thought E would come a bit. Actually, that was there, but it's going sideways, so it's a bit problematic. And here we have a descending wedge, and it's likely to try touching that line again. Obviously, this is a major level as well. So when you look at price action, it's just not one dimensional. It's formations as well as horizontal levels as well. So we have trend lines that we tend to use, but the trend lines are valid, especially with 3 to 4 touches. So this one's a significant trend line, and breaking that is a significant move. We also have another perspective, and so if we look at that, you can see a bit of an inverted head and shoulders on this on an angle. So that is a bonding wedge in a sense, and that makes sense to trade this breakout if it takes part. So right now, what we have is some consolidation under major resistance. Solana did a nice breakout from this bottom. So I think it was based on uh, what was it? FTX debacle that really capitulated is the word I was looking for. Capitulated Solana in a big way, oversold conditions, and it's just accumulating. And it's the longer it accumulates, the bigger the move it's going to be to the upside. So when we look at Solana from a macro perspective, um, yep, you can assume that that is wave five, and we also got a wave five down here. So if we were to enable early wave tool, if I get it right, let's see what it suggests. If we were to do on a 2 day, let's see how we go. So it's done this AB. So we've got the wave five. We did the ABC. If we were to, actually, we also got the ABC, the 5 count. Then we had this ABC correction. This is another 5 count. And is this an ABC or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move? Hmm. Just let's get rid of that for a sec. And let's have a closer look. I don't have much in sense of tools, so let me just chuck this in there. No, that's not the okay. So no, that's not the tool I wanted. Or template. Okay, so we've got the 10 and 20, and I don't have my. So I'm picking the wrong ones, guys. Let's look at the indicators. I don't want to use a MACD, and we do have. So on this 2 day chart, we have a crossover. Still a long way to go. These moving averages on the Phoenix, we need this to be up to 50%. So the momentum is not to the upside yet. Long way to go, although we have this move to the upside. We want to see something like this, where the green breaks first and then the red follows suit, but it could be very late in the picture. Here we're going to look at wave trend. So we'll look at the 3 day. So that that looks like potentially a bottom, and then we might be able to go further up. We do have bullish divergence here, slightly. That's pushed it up. So how do we trade this? Well, we can't really use RSI here, but maybe we can. If it breaks above that, then it's probably go worth long. Um, let's look at another time frame. The daily is pretty strong. And that was it there. That was a descending wedge type of scenario, and that was a breakout there. So on the daily, we are going strong. So it is looking good, actually. And we're above the 50% on RSI. So it's come to a point where, so we had this breakout. That was a nice trade there. And that was a descending wedge. So that was valid. However, you can see there's not much strength in the breakout. We've got a lot of resistance. Let's just get rid of these ones for a sec. So this is our 200, I want to expect, yep. So that is our main. We still haven't broken the 200 moving average, and that is what we need to do. And then we've got the monthly 21, and that's the 100, yep. So we still got a long way to go for this to be bullish, but the structure is there. And this looks, so we had a strong move all the way up. We had our ABC. So this could be a range of what Wyckoff reaccumulation. I doubt it will come back down. I think that was the bottom for Solana. Here we have this trade. So the target for this trade is more likely to be so that's a breakout trade that we're looking for. So if it breaks above that, go in. At this point, it's not there. We have these moving averages acting as support. So that's pretty good with this Fibonacci. So the next target will be here, and that's really on the trend line as we spoke. So I think we're going to do a squeeze. We've got that support there. We are likely to go to the top and then eventually break out. Maybe it will break out with this last one here and then pull back. So I am bullish. This was a good opportunity to buy. I doubt that this will come back down, but it can. This will be the next buy if ever happens. But I do feel like this is going to be in that range. Well, I have another chart that will explain more so. So what we have is this 200 daily and 200 daily SMA and EMA. You can see how that's acting as support all the way through. And we pretty much, let's just zoom in. And the 200 daily EMA is going to be our main resistance, and this is the level. And therefore, this, as long as it doesn't, so if we were to trade this on the daily, a stop loss is there. And what it's likely to do, I would trade this breakout. For me, it's not going to be a big. I don't see a big deal. I have confirmation that's like 4 or 5%. I'd rather wait for it to break out. But you can also, when it comes down to here, you can also buy and have your stop loss a bit lower. So let's have a closer look. Definitely, it looks like a breakout there with the moving average. So that is a descending wedge, and it's breaking out. And we had this harmonic breakdown. So that was the target for this harmonic, 1.618. Sorry. The golden ratio, it went a bit further down. The 0.5 is acting as support roughly around there. We might be able to play around with this a bit better. Let's see how we go. Where are we? Here we go. This probably makes more sense. Let's see. All right, that makes more sense. 0.302. We just moved it, not the wicks, but we moved it down to here with the fib extension. So 618 is perfect. Also perfect there. The breakout is 0.382. Now we have, with potential, we have a inverted head and shoulders. So this is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder. We probably can look at this for the next move up, and that move will be a measured move of this. So we might just hit that level and that 200. And as I said, we have this and potentially that. And we also have this structure. taking place. So our A, B, C, D, and I'm going to be watching this, but that's what I'm looking at. For a macro breakout, if anything goes further down below this one, then it's nasty. So if we lose that level, um, it's nasty. So I do expect this to be a breakout trade. I'm going to wait for this to break out, get some confirmation. I would like to see a daily close there, and or 4 hour candle, and then go long, because this is acting like strong resistance, strong support, strong resistance. So that is a definite level to trade. If it breaks above it, it's going to be significant, and then we'll just go there, and then hopefully down the track we go further up. But if we are to break that, otherwise we can keep coming down and do a sweep, maybe sweep a bit lower than that, just get the stop losses, liquidity, and then back up again. These are the scenarios that I'm looking at. Moving averages give us a story, and the structure, as I said from the previous chart, is there. So please give me a like and share and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.